and acknowledge if she's here when they come in. Waiting. I'm waiting for a cello to appear. Here we go, in the red top. The composer of our next work, Laura Burns. Woo! Laura is a non-binary multi-instrumentalist, composer, actor and writer. They commenced formal music study at the age of 7 when they began learning cello and piano. Since then, Laura's pursued music with a passion by learning as many instruments as humanly possible, as well as performing professionally and teaching instrumental music. Laura began composing at the age of 10 and has composed works for a variety of different ensembles, including Ranges Young Strings, Dandenong Ranges Orchestra, Ensemble Confuoco, and private commissions. They're currently pursuing a varied career in acting, composing, writing, music performance, and cello teaching, as well as recently completing a graduate diploma in arts. Laura's most recent compositional works alongside the one you're going to hear today, Specks, include Cocoon, Crystal Tresses, and Here is a Safe Place. And this is what Laura has written about Specks. Specks actually began life as a duet in a Doctor Who musical. I was writing for fun way back in 2013 and never finished, partly because it would have been impossible to actually procure any rights to perform it. Specks was a climactic song wherein a scientist realises she can save humanity by sacrificing herself, and in her decision marvels at how insignificant and yet important she is as a tiny being within the universe. A few years later I rediscovered Specks and adapted it as a standalone solo piece, which also never saw the light of day, until Rosie Burns asked whether I had any works for string orchestra and choir for this concert. My initial idea was too complex and difficult to achieve within the required time frame, and then I was suddenly hit by a car whilst cycling and spent a month in hospital. With that unexpected development, I decided to rearrange Specks for this purpose, since I already knew the material well, and the existential yet empowering theme was a helpful thing to focus on whilst dealing with the acute stages of my accident. This performance will be my first time hearing any version of this song live, and I hope it resonates with you as much as it did me while I was working on it from my hospital bed. And now I'm just going to grab my score because I want to read you a little bit of the text. Laura is also a talented lyricist. There is always hope. Without it, there is nothing. Don't let anyone steer you wrong. It is you. You must bring what you are made of, all of your light, an ember in the night. We're important, just as we are weak. Listen for those words and the rest of the text. for today.